to deal with it, who seems also quite aware, because they've taken A and there's no one here. And there it is. First is free. The second gets the discount as well. 3 quick kills, and Starkso welcoming G2 to the game. And it is going to be just down to a Vova now in a 1v4. Not going to happen. Towards middle. Zeke going to be a nuisance, but gets caught by a Vova. Great pick from a Vova there to remove that danger that was lingering and lurking. And now the 2 remain. Kiles and Bone Cold. Now, Bone Cold, let's look at that post plant. He will be able to buy a bit of time, but Kiles still needs some big work here.
Indeed, here's to ultimately negate this man advantage that G2 still have. Kila's now going to swing out from behind yellow. Does find one, but looking good for the trade. Bone Cold comes through, and there you go. Actually, the Snake Bite going to close things out of over. They've bought in anyway, but...
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Welcome to the big leagues, boys. CNED's having none of it, but played it on the corner. This could be interesting for Nuki. Does actually get away with it. Really well played to Nuki, and we know that Nuki, pound for pound, is excellent, and you're seeing as to why dominating towards B-Long.
Recreated a couple of times. Starzone nearly catching a over there, but Kila should be able to pick him up underneath the window, and he does just that. There's ultimate. You can see here just how tricky it is to deal with. It comes all the way through that hallway.
Establish their monies, but they could it's worth hunting out the op at the very least. Now, they've found where he is, but Nuki is unrelenting in this. Now, these are exit kills, but they are to stay alive.
Make a push for this. Especially with Starzo pushed so deep, and there you go, he's actually going to find Mixwell.
1 enemy remaining.
And the way they've exploited the rotations here was just perfect work from Bone Cold. It's one of those guys, just wait, just see how, let's see what I can do. Just hold for a second. Vova going to find one, but it's quickly traded out, and there it is. So...
for this wall going down here, Vova. That's going to counter. Look at that, it prevents the plant from going down.
That's quite tasty. Now, something else I'd love to discuss is that Zeke on Reyna was my big tick in the box for him when I first got to see him on the other side, of course. However, now we still have this retake coming in. Rez comes out, Kodamenta back on his feet, but they need a frag and fast. These post plants aren't being removed. This could help it, though. Ult now popped. And just as the smokes and the walls dissipate, Bone Cold's waiting, a CNED to find Kellogg's, and this is just clinical stuff. And a couple of rifles, so Nuki and Mixwell might be the ones to pull the timing. CNED, uncharacteristic miss. It's a one-off once in a while. It does happen. He is human, believe it or not. And here we go. Already have over. Great work towards one, but there it is. Instantly denied, instantly shut down. Zeke, though, gonna have to deal with some more pressure. 3v3, CNED, another miss from him. I always just expected to hit at this point, but Starkso put down. G2 finally pulling off the retake. And switching out to just get the old Sheriff on the go, but they are actually peeling away from this. I'm looking towards that spike. I want to see... Kellogg's, you mad lad. Just goes for a bit of, rope play, a bit early in the day for it. Bone Cold's going to find him. And now 5v3, Kodamenta of over and Mixwell are like, well, I thought we had some decent control here. Bone Cold's found Kodamenta trying to re-aggress, refine that information, and still going to keep some players present. CNED isolates Mixwell. ACEND really just rings around them.
They are. See if Zeke's considering the possibility at all of this. No, is the answer to that one. But again, just such a well-handled round from ACEND here. Either the possibility of some early round aggression or looking for that operator pick. And actually, Kodamenta will find CNED and Bone Cold through that mid-smoke. So we'll respond and give G2 an advantage here. No res available. So Keeler, Starzo, and Zeke going to have to play this one out themselves.
Starkso and Keelers. This doesn't look good. Yeah, Kodamenta sharp there.
Attacker spawn.
And it's on Starkso. First kill is going to be brutally hard as well, but I mean, Mixwell is lower HP, I guess, but even then. Okay, let's say dip back around, trying to clear out everything that seems logical, but Kodamenta's going to be in his spawn.
Once again, caught up in the slow orb. Not punished just yet.
How's he gotten away with that hypoc? Gets one, doesn't get quite far away enough to be able to double down and get a second, but I really thought there was some more potential to that. Yeah, it looks like G2 have finally woken up. Bit of a fight back in them. The word comeback was heard echoing around, and they've, late, woken up. Bone Cold and Killers now, once again, not a favorable position. You can't really even back away from this yet. You've got that Kellogg's holding that backside, and now just Bone Cold. A 1v4. Too easy.
Find the first. Kodamenta and Mixwell, the two left to deal with here on A. Actually going to find the second here.
Kodamenta?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mixwell. Thank you. They've let them take mid control, but keloqz this time does find killer, so good for him to at least stabilize on that. That's excellent work. Lovely adjustment. He knows there's another. Not going to get a clean shot on it, but he knows where Zeke is. And mixwell's got his back too, so mixwell going to lean over here, catch Zeke as he tried to make the move across, and it does leave just ACEND 53 HP in a bit of a dream. Not quick enough this time. Mixwell's got you.
Pause momentarily as Zeke actually goes hunting here. He's going to find the first there on the ropes. The single most tilting way to die.
It just looks ridiculous,
yeah,
doesn't it?
It does.
The slow little creep over on the ropes. Like, what is this? Oh, dear. ACEND. Here. Like a double dink just comes out. These players are so good. Coldamenta and Mixwell. I mean, it's on to see if Coldamenta can maybe find some space, pull a rotation, allow some room. That's going to do it. That's a good start. B, catch a rotation. Coldamenta trying to play behind enemy lines. Give maybe Mixwell a fair fight towards the side, but ACEND does not care for fair. He just wants the round. 10 seconds, and Mixwell, he ain't going to get it. Interesting positioning. And we were talking about this combo between Zeke and ACEND. I want to see if that ever kind of rears up again. Haven't seen it in a minute, but they do start getting that synergy together. But keloqz with a really valuable pick. Takes down ACEND. Mixwell's control towards middle begins to begin. And that's begins to begin. Bloody great casting.
Yeah. Those are words. They are.
Yeah, crushing it. But as it stands, this is a great opportunity. The first time they've had a really good start to around that opening pick, but it is the bonus round for ACEND, so this is how it should be. But for keloqz, maybe a confidence booster is something he needs.
Last player standing.
Okay, well, here with Starzo and Bone Cold will fall and
Lean a little forward, wants to be a nuisance and happy to potentially take on plenty. It's ACEND find keloqz to start with, and welcome back to the buy. ACEND does not care for what you want. You had a couple of nice rounds, so what? ACEND now locking down the next step here. The adjustment, 2 peaks at the time. He spotted both. He knows where both are now. That third could be a problem, though. Mixwell split from the pack towards B. That's going to be Bone Cold to handle him if he does come through. ACEND very aware of the angles he has to be worried about, but he's happy to take this mission on himself. But here goes Mixwell. Let's see what he looks like trying to find some space. Not so good.
just getting shut out here. And now I think ACEND have a pretty good idea of what's going on. Starzo going to post up here. Anticipation of Coldamenta. Just actually will get the better of him. Starzo will fall.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, Bone Cold will respond, and that's the spike down now with less than 30 seconds left. It's a tall order for Coldamenta. ACEND plays. We know that he will stick around with that dash. As I say that, he was about to just walk through maze with the operator there. Nuki actually drops, and there you go. ACEND. Blade Storm online now, looking to punish.
Oh no, he's chasing them! keloqz, he can't even get away! And he's still facing this. ACEND finally goes down to a judge of all things, but Starkzo's holding the back lines. Killer's going to fill that gap. As Coldamenta and Mixwell called upon on the impossible task here. I mean, it's a 2v3. Any other day of the week, I'd have said, yeah, why not? But look at them. It all looks so simple for Starkzo, and Killer's there, 13-5 Hypoc. This was a quick game. He well and truly in play this time. Here come the flashes. One sent back on the other side, and it's worked well, but not well enough to deny the kill coming through. And it's a 2-for-1 trade out. ACEND win that fight, and the spike will be planted now. Over. You're dead.
Oh no.
Bone Cold happily waited patiently. And now Nuki and Coldamenta. This is a tough retake. A 2v4 here.
Yes, indeed. It's get a little bit of a heal just to get back to up to 100 HP. Bone Cold still got the molly. Still got one smoke that's actually just been invested here. He's actually going to set a lineup here. And Nuki will find the freest kill we'll probably see this map. Elsewhere, ACEND will reaggress and picks up the final 2 kills.
Ring a couple of bells in the head going, wait, he's always on B. This reaggress, though, is very interesting. A pop flash could do danger. Is it a dry peek? You're dry peeking that. And you get away with it. That's just filth. You are a Sky with a flash and a free one now, and you just dry peek it like absolute animals. But ACEND's punished you. Oh, the timing on this. Who gets it? Oh, it's going to be Killers. There it is. There's the timing. And there it was, slipping away from Mixwell. And now the TP could come through. There it is. Killers hears it. Pops down. A little bit more of a time buyer. And even the wall to boot. Wait, Nuki?
What?
Huh?
Are
we checking him PC?
can't really fault the observers for missing that one. You wouldn't expect
That
the
should have
kill to
happened.
come
Should
through
not
there.
have happened. And Nuki's feeling it. Look, the clutch master himself, 18 HP though. CNED, he's down low as well, 26 for CNED, and this is just gun out battle now. But there's the boombot kind of revealing location. But CNED's played this well. He's threaded in towards the side. The timing, Nuki can't find it,
No
and
way.
it's CNED just running rings around him, looking calm and collected under pressure.
Okay. Four and short, and actually will trade out headshots, but Keeler's full. CNED immediately going to get back on his feet. The nade actually might reconfirm that kill, but just damage through there. Okay. CNED nearly let that one slip through his fingers, but Nuki falls, and that's the green light.
High flash, not so subtle. Wall goes in. Coldamenta gets his noggin knocked off the shoulders. Bone cold. All too aware. No subtlety to it. That's going to deny it, though. Can he get out of there in time? What? And Killers and Zeke still got the punish on too?
Oh, no. They're retreating from the orbital strike as well. Vova, the last man standing here, already getting spammed up. And Bone Cold gonna seal the deal with the Spectre.
It's variety aplenty. And I mean, if you're ignoring the fact of the talent there, oh god. Snooky. Just one and done. But that one was CNED, so let's see what ACEND do without him now. Mixwell, Avova, Kellogg's. Make it just Avova and Mixwell. Phil's got caught up, but Starkso backside. I mean, look at this. With everything considered, Avova position now noted, Zeke just flings his body into it. It's like, well, look, I'll find him. I'll let you know where he is. Don't worry. Alt 2 away. Plenty of view till left, but same can be said on the other side, and the timing is perfect for Killers. Again, so aware. This defensive post plant. Fundamental trying to clear through. Great isolation towards Bone Cold, but a better trade for Zeke. And now looking at what remains a 3v3, but the three are in good position. CNED trying to worm his way around to a really interesting spot here. Trying to dodge the mad amount of utility. Yeah, look at this. And now just over. Yeah, except to go to, yeah. And that's okay. They're still relatively early on in their kind of, I guess, progress. But Bone Cold perfectly exploiting the timing of when they'd want to hit those rotations as the spike goes down. Now, this should be a kill. It is. Coldamenta will get himself a rifle.
Yeah, I agree. Avova now.
Enemy down.
Behind the wall on short. We'll find Killes. Comes in. Coldamenta will actually find another one as well. And Starzo falls here. Zeke, last man standing, but I think a little too late in the day. Oh, that's it. The molly's perfect. He can't even swing round to fire off the showstopper.
Oh, it's long. It looks like CNED's got an idea. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. It couldn't be easier for CNED. Just posted up. Mixwell's been noted too. He's nothing to do with this. The quick flash through could work out, but are they predicting a stack? They seem aware that maybe there was someone, but there's already a player on the site. They already have control. They have B to themselves. And Killers was barely out of spawn with the spike. He's like, oh, I guess I'll come over then. Nice one, boys.
Do I have to? Do I have to come plant? Can we not just...
Just go get kills.
Yeah. That take-on's along with beautiful. And again, it's after showing a little bit of presence, a couple of rounds, G2 decide to stack two up there. The slow orb is absolute perfection. Oh, we'll actually get back onto Killers there, but Starzo.
Nice.
Contingency in place. Gets traded out. Coldamenta, last man standing. Now CNED will clean up for his third on the round.
That to Harp, particularly, I think he'll bound back when he needs to do 3 play stack towards long. There we go. Bring over Coldamenta, but CNED!
Yep, okay.
Oh,
well.
dearie me. He's only managed to find 2 of them. He's like, you thought you'd bring backup, did you? Yeah, no, ult me. Yeah. There you go, finally. Finally you can take me down. It took 3 of you and an ultimate. And it's still a 3v2. ACEND have the player up. Mixwell under pressure here. Oh, he's got him. He's got one. But it's all effective trades with the man advantage.
Move over now. Hightails it back towards A site. Spike going to make its way through showers. Nearly, actually.
Smoke's down.
So here, and you can see, actually, no smokes available for Bone Cold. Both of them invested here. Triple, actually, the swing from Avova. Nope. Bone Cold in position to greet it.
This angle from CNED, it's
This
so
wall.
nasty.
I was just about to comment on this wall being like a little offset from Garden, but it allows him to hop on and off because of the wood. And again, now they can set up a closer crossfire between Zeke and Starzo. What a
Not over
cheeky
yet,
little
though.
pistol round.
It's not over yet. The flash confirms there's still players here. The second one he might go off. Yeah, he does. Turns it, goes in.
Oh my
Starkso.
word.
It's the perfect play
One
on Sky,
enemy
and now it's down into Mixwell's hands, but he needs redemption. This could be the start of it. As a 1v1 to find, he
30 seconds
just
left.
adjusts in time. It's not pretty, but he'll take it. Gonna take that gun too. No, doesn't happen. Killer's found him. I was ready to sell you it.
Excruciating 15 seconds to watch.
Horrible, isn't it? Just frozen in place, frozen in fear. But Nookie finding a way forward. CNED's gone down. Ascend now going to be called to respond. But one call. Can he get dug out of this position? Oh yeah, he can. Nookie's just got him. And speaking of, I feel like I hadn't said Nookie's name in a minute. This is looking like Steel last night. Ready to go. Oh gosh, this is...
Everything
not
flying
what I
out of that smoke.
Yeah, it's just like that smoke didn't seem very friendly. Cordamenta though, I like these re-aggressing on this, and Kellogg's did find killers.
Player standing.
Just one now remains. Starkso done with.
Okay.
There it is. Two on the board for G2. G2 on route, and the 3-play stack towards long. Kind of a weird switch up here. Mixwell blind as a bat, but still fine. Starkso, what? Starkso just got 2 out of that, and now maybe gets a third. How is he still alive?
That was a classic, by the way. That was a classic, by the way. And
Defenders
CNED, full-on 5v5 retake scenario here. Utility trade-off probably in favor of Ascend right now as they swing on through. CNED and Bone Cold fire kills. Kellogg's will respond. Actually will try the second as well, but the numbers dwindling, and Mixwell, last man standing, will attempt the flash
Good
out.
flash.
But the second! Oh, the second just slips away from him with the frenzy.
There's still a chance. It's so slim, but there's still a chance. 9 bullets. They don't know where he is. He gets away with another. And now the 1v1 Mixwell tries to get it, and he does.
It's up close and personal, and the Aldrone going to come out now. CNED will actually open things up and find that kill. Aldrone comes through. Now, the important thing to note, Keyless wasn't initially noted here.
Now, I like the Seekers in combination with the Rage utility there. Just keeps them busy. You can't do both and deal with a swing at the same time. But Bone Cold on the side missed the first shot, but adjusted better than Avova, but overwhelmed in the end by Coldamenta. And now the 2v3. It's not pretty for G2. They're looking battered and bruised, the walking wounded. CNED desperate to claw at them, and he does. Catches 2, but decent damage.
Come back through and look at that tools they've got. Mixwell going to play this aggressively, but Zekin placed to bail CNED out. Don't get the man advantage in favor of Ascend now. He else kind of boxed onto site here, except for Nookie on lane. He's got to be the power player here.
All the timing.
4d2, look at that. The first comes through, but Sarzo with the trade.
Player standing.
No, Coldamenta. This has to be big. This has to work for you. He's trying to avoid detection from one side. Maybe give himself another 1v1. Not on Stark, so if he can just live, which it looks like, he's going to be noted. I hope he can live now. 26 HP, and okay. Bob got dealt with. Nookie, though, takes the fight. Couldn't find a second. The follow-up's going to evade him, but Bone Cold blind as it. Okay, Mixwell got him. Okay. Kellogg's is here too. Hello. That's gorgeous from G2. They needed this, and now CNED, 25 HP, 3 to find. Spike against him. Mixwell closing the gap. Takes the frag, and they get the round.
This is massive.
Yeah, exactly. That's the... You don't know how close that was. Good trade for Zeke. Again, still keeping this in the realm of possibility. Backside, they have utility. Mixwell, though, revealed at the wrong time. Starkso's going to punish, and now we're into a 2v2, but the two players just have to play the time. I don't know if there's much left of it. And Starkso knows, I think, can't make much more of it. It's only going to make it costly, but the round on the board will be G2's. Does make it a little trickier, but let's see what CNED can do. I mean, he does tend to go against the grain slightly.
Excuse me?
He got Nookie and got away. It's like he was on a
So
bungee
quick.
jump and just got ripped back. I don't know how he does it, but he's still alive. You've seen each other here. What are you going to do about it? Aldrone's great for making it uncomfortable. Look at his pace. They want to keep being aggressive on this, but Bone Cold this time just going to take a bit of the flash there, but now he is fully blind. Mixwell just chest out, takes the fight. CNED's found 2, though.
Player standing.
Finally gets pinched by Nookie, so we're left in a 1v2. It's doable. It's just not easy. Just about gets away. Let's take a little lick of damage there. And the Seeker's going to give away position completely.
It's going to opt to invest the lockdown here. It's going to force him off site for the time being. Actually waiting for this cross back from Mixwell, but Mixwell wise to it. That's a big tool.
Yeah, but they don't get punished because the pace is quick. So if they don't feel as though there's any utility that can slow them down, they're going to keep doing this, and keloqz is feeling himself. He's going to go in and only get one this time. Good work, though, to find Bone Cold.
What?
Zeke does even catch Nuki on the way down. CNED's there. They're making this costly. They're not allowing them to get through this time. Finally, they close the door. 4 players. I guess you could argue for... Oh, they're all facing it. It's like the old VP on train, I guess. That's a reference from a long time ago. But at this point, I don't want to say it's worked completely. It got them the first kill. Now, what happens from now on is completely different, right? This is where it gets a little bit trickier. keloqz could do with that being clean. He can't quite grab killers. That time he does, trying to dip away to the smoke, but Bone Cold's heard all of this. He's trying to get that timing just right, that internal clock. He's just trying to consider it. Finally shows his hand, swings out wide, spots one towards heaven, but he can't find the other two towards short. He's going to make the cross uncomfortable and tricky, but Starkso on the side just going to be delivering right clicks. You know, quote-unquote, the weak link on this side, you can be exploited. I don't think that's the case yet at all. However, this is a stack they've walked into, and CNED's been caught in the trap like a fly in the web of the spider. We're already seeing G2. Right place, right time. If Over could have done with that, couldn't quite find what he wanted, but it was wide that's left. Mixwell, what a bit of timing for him. 4 HP, and he's still finding value. I feel there's probably a rifle around somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is. Grabs that.
4 HP, though.
The Sheriff can still do pretty well. You don't want an extended fight. There goes the dog. Oh, this
Oh, wait, is that now this won't kill him? They killed him! Okay.
Up of the trade. koldamenta, the speed on it as soon as he picked up the pace. Well done. Caught by the dog anyway.
It's actually going re-exploring now with no dash. It's only 1 player stacked up on the other side. KLS will fall. To ascend. Let's try and find something elsewhere, and they will do just that.
They've punished a rotation.
Do indeed.
If they get the read right, I want to see what they get out of this. If they still try and continue towards A, or looking at middle, Zeke might get caught off guard here. Yeah, just walking through the smoke. They didn't expect koldamenta to walk that without a flash or any sort of instigating element. And now, Starkso, CNED, Bone Cold, and CNED looking to go into save mode here. G2 looking like double digits could be on the board. We might have a game on our hands. Maybe.
30 seconds
It's one of the
left.
maps that could have been it, and it ain't over yet. Is Bone Cold going to prove exactly that? Spike still to hand. It was a 1v4, now 1v3. Plenty of util to play with. 2 players towards heaven, 1 towards short. He wants a freebie. Let's see if he can get a pick from this. Flash comes up, gives him the angle to play with. Double face back in from G2. Not going to be leaving anything unchecked now.
Paint Shell here is the only person really holding down the fort on B. The owl drone through mid from koldamenta. Going to give him an opportunity to reset now into market. And that Cosmic Divide comes through.
koldamenta. Oh, that's off the back of the flash. It's great. I was worried it was a little isolated, but no, Mixwell has his back, and now it's just CNED, and it's 12 for G2.
G2 are ready to... They're going to play this proactively as well. I love this.
Let's see what it looks like, keloqz. That's not a pretty angle, but he still gets away with murder, finding Bone Cold, but a quick trade for CNED, and he wants to keep going forward now. The KJ ult is down, and Mixwell just greets him with a smile, says, nah, not today, bud. Double flash comes in, they're blind, he knows where they're at. No one detained at the moment, sets him up, knocks him down. KLS is on his back, and you can see Starkso and Zeke. You gotta do something big here if you want to have a game changer, but that's not bad, actually. Starkso getting aggressive off the back of that. That's going to work out pretty nicely. Zeke going to find another Starkso's with him. This is something else, but Nuki wants to shut the book on this. Move to the next. It's 13-6 G2. They're not done yet. They're not particularly afraid to retake this space, but it is potentially a 4-player lean towards C. The flash couldn't have been better. Mixwell catches so many, but they do manage to fight back in, and now caught again. You're going to see so many of these blinds, so many flashes. keloqz still going to be able to dip in and get 1 for his trouble, which is Bone Cold. Can't convert any more, and now the numbers going to be pretty substantial. And koldamenta slowly works his way over. It wasn't a complete stack, but 4 players are basically on this side. He's going to be able to find 1. Barrett should give him some cover to play with here. Maybe a step in on the second. Spots out another. There's a swing from the side. Good work from koldamenta. And now, hey, the turret knows what's up, but Zeke is better equipped with the frenzy and controls.
Perfect response, actually, on the back of that, because no information gathered. He might catch CNED here, and he does indeed. That's the rifle down. That's a Vandal in hand. He finds the second as well. KLS falls.
Spike down A.
Yeah, off the back of just not curving that flash deep enough to be able to get past that long kind of push up on the wall. He can hold this. Oh, he's finally going to be kind of forced away from it. Spike's been filtered back through.
I think
It's an annoying position to try and dig him out of. Starkso having to loop all the way back around, finally catches him, and they can get back to plan, but they've lost that element of surprise now.
I was going to say, the fact that Zeke and Starzo played that so well, and it's the risk management, right? They allow him to come through, find the second, but they find all this space on site. Avova completely clueless to the fact that they could be there, and they bring this back to a 3v3.
Ooh. Seeker's going, cold. They keep finding him. Cold has gone down. It's Nookie and Mixwell. See if this flash is going to keep them both tamed.
One enemy remaining.
Bone Cold finds Nookie. Now it's just Mixwell. 1v3. Yeah, he's off. He's off ski away from that one. You're not going to make it out of there. Helping him out towards sewer. There it is. So now he's got a bit of time. Oh, he's outdone CNED on it. The time you could see off the back of that contact, and now this is good from keloqz, showing presence everywhere, being a controlling element. We've seen the brilliance of CNED. Now we can see it from keloqz. Overstays is welcome, though. Can't get away with that. And Starkso instantly going to take space. He's actually done very well to get here. The high flash indicating, well, there's no one in between. There's no one leaning in from CT. Okay, I get to take some space here.
Retake attempt. And Nookie, again, it was noted with that satchel, so they should expect this heaven peak coming through. And he would actually swing at the last possible second here, leaving Kiles, the last man standing. Spy cam available here, but it's a 1v3 scenario for him.
Killers. Here we go. Timing. Gonna have to happen now. 84 HP. I don't think he can really stop this. No. Avova's got his number while the spike was being diffused. Going down. Site has been taken. Seeker's gonna go through towards CT as well. Kind of reveal a little. That was quite brave, wasn't it? Just running on past. And ACEND trying to get a little aggressive about this. You can see them desperately looking for those fights early on. Maybe trying to even up the numbers if they could, but no one presenting an easy kill. All tradable, all ready to go. You're going to see the spray down comes in. Keeps himself some space for the reload. Bone Cold finds one towards heaven, but the trade out comes through. But it's not over yet. Numbers still favorable to G2, and a CNED can double down. He can't. Mixwell doing wonders for them, but it's down to Nookie and Killers in this one. Oh, now popped. Gets the reveal, tries to find it in the time, but he can't. Now time is the main thing to be discussed here.
He's not got it. Yeah. Well played by Kiles. Just running the clock down effectively. Playing around that cage. Smoke
Negate
criminal.
that factor. Put himself on the site. And all of that flank's gone to waste. They found nothing for this. Bone Cord's been checked on, sprayed in on, but he doesn't get found by Mixwell. It's Nookie. Now Avova's turn to try and find a way back through towards middle. Not going to get it either. Starkso's got him. But now the smoke is down. There is still a chance on this thing. Going to put the body on the line. Zeke with a good spray. Finds it. The spike is still ticking. No one's been able to dissuade that yet. And here it is. The first attempt on it. Looking to get halfway. Gets it denied by CNED.
Beautiful. Beautiful
Stability
stuff.
found.
He is the backup plan, though.
Cover going out.
Let's see what Avova can do. Clutched out before. Has to someone do it again. Catches 1, 2, 3. Incredible.
Oh my god.
God.
He's online. He's here. Zeke will be noted. See, looks like Mixwell's considering the flash out here, and he does indeed. But one and done for him. Tucked back away, and a man advantage for G2.
And I like the Seeker's pop. Mixwell's HP was a little low. Try and get the most value out of where he is. Currently, good turn on the flash from keloqz. He couldn't quite get back to target in time, but CNED has found an entryway towards B. Now, let's look at the players left in this. Okay, Starkso got caught off. Away we go.
Careful now.
Zeke going to be under pressure towards sewer. Oh, he's dead. He is dead to rights. keloqz going to just pin him down. Bone Cold, though. This could be a nice equalizer, but Nookie didn't catch it, but he still catches the bullets. Nookie down. Bone Cold still stands. Still refusing to relent, and you're going to have that spike drop towards long, and even with all that progress towards sewer, it's going to be Bone Cold with 3. He has absolutely outdone them. It may not be a sheriff this time, just the ghost more than enough. And Cold Dementa. The HP is low on Bone Cold. Bone Cold is very low on HP. Now they know what's up.
But the thing is, the turret will kill Bone Cold on first contact.
Correct. Let's see if it does. I think he's very aware of this possibility. Cold Dementa! I didn't think he had to do that.
The turret hit him for
4 damage? Oh.
Starzo, if I'm not mistaken, actually bails him out.
Oh, keloqz finding Bone Cold this time, though. Fly right back in. Pretty even aside from a little bit more armor. 25. is kind of the difference between each player. That's about it. And G2 have the site. keloqz is just going to take space if he can. Zeke can be forced away by the pain shell. He has to respect it. He could now come back through, but the flash to follow, it's great. They even catch them in the smoke, so they know they're in there. mixwell going to continue to push, but here's the push right back. It's going to be a bit of a trade out so far, but Nookie and keloqz be in the back line, stopping them completely. G2 tie it all up. This is not a favorable fight. It's really not. The flash came in, ACEND, that's bold of you, and keloqz wants it. He's pushing that. Even ACEND was baffled. Killers has his back, but this looks like maybe ACEND have got enough here. Avova and mixwell the last two. Good flash. Great follow-up. He knows there's another. Control, not going to find it. Zeke maintains what should be around for ACEND here, unless Avova...
Unless you need somebody to clutch up.
Show me what you got. Show me how you make this seem feasible. The double retake through from garage, the 1v1 you're going to have into CT, the timing. Okay, that's one way to do it. That's another way to do it. He knows where ACEND is. Oh, Avova, you're incredible.
You have got to be kidding me.
He's going to be leading them through towards that B site. Force Zeke away, but keloqz wants to close that gap. Sends it, can't find it. Zeke refusing to be called off early on. Bone Cold wants it, gonna get his way back through as well. This is quick, this is messy and bloodied, but Zeke maintains his composure and pressures the issue. And sitting super deep on this. And actually, Starkso just leaning in alone. There is luckily a trade there. Zeke somehow found keloqz. I'm a little baffled by this, but lovely work from the back side from guess who? Avova, of course, allowing that utility to
the 3v3.
neuter vision. It is. ACEND's position is very much been noted. And once again, two playing back in through garage. We've seen this before, and it was this man who denied it before. Lingers around a little longer to make sure no one else was coming through CT, but now it's on Nookie in a 1v2. He can't do it. ACEND. But everyone else will be as well. This will be more than G2 expect. This is a good read, but they still have to greet them at the door, and ACEND right there. Killers on towards keloqz. The site is now going to be swarmed, though. He's just going to sit there and accept it. He can't do anything much more. He has to depend on his teammates. As it's going to be Starkso in the right place, right time. Avova now called off. Position noted. This is going to be 10 on the board, surely. I've doubted him before, though, so I can't keep doing it. A 1v3.
I'm keeping very quiet. I'm keeping very quiet.
Third time? Is this really going to happen? First. Not this time. Bone by Starkso. There's going to be more intention behind that. This player's pouring through this. Two towards long as well. They're pinched in. This isn't bad. They have to punish ACEND, though. He's still alive. I don't know how he's still alive. He's still just buying time. Bone Cold's found Cordamenta. Zeke's got his back, and it costs them so much. Nookie, though, leaps up above. Leapfrogs over them. And now what can he do with it? Oh, Bone Cold. What a way to slap him in the face. G2 don't have much of the map to play with right now.
See, they're going to post up here. Got to be careful. It's keloqz on the other side here. No way.
The timing. He's got it all. ACEND is just shoving them in the grave. It's just Nookie now as ACEND, I think, have done more than enough. They close out the series 13-10. And G2 saw just a glimpse of what it could have been like to pull that back.